Well, hello. I hope you can hear me. Here I am in Florida, and I'm really hot, as you can probably tell from my rather pink face. And today is day 118, I think, of the Mini Live Challenge. And today, the team has split up slightly. Gary and Tim have headed north in the US, and they've gone to Slippery Rock, where we're going to be doing our next workshop, which is really exciting. And that starts on Saturday. So we go Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And today we are, Asher and I, and we've been here for 24 hours now. We are in Florida. And rather excitingly, we're in Linda Pirelli's ranch because we've come down to do some teaching here, and we're helping Courtney and her horse Melee. So there they are with Ash is teaching at the bottom of the barn. We'll go and say hello to them in a minute. It's a bit noisy down there because I've got the fan on because it's so hot. So here we are in Ocala, Florida. We flew into Tampa yesterday, and we hired a car and we drove up here, and we're staying with Linda and Courtney in Linda's house. And it's all super beautiful up here. Such a lovely place. And Courtney needed to learn a little bit about natural hoof care, and Linda's learning a lot about that too in our conversations over our and just sat chatting. It's really interesting when you start looking at balance in a horse's foot, of course, and it's quite an addictive thing to start learning about what the real cause of hoof imbalance is, which we all know is not quite getting the trim right. And this is such a beautiful place. There's moss. I think they call it Spanish moss. You probably can't see it, but that's growing from the trees. It hangs down on the trees, and it's absolutely beautiful. Linda Pirelli's got a wonderful place here. And if I just turn round, you might be able to see. Oh, let's just see if I can turn it around this side. Just through these trees here, there's a horse just grazing. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. That's Highland. That's one of Linda's horses. And then just over there, and I think he's just jumped over the fence because he's a fence jumper, and nothing keeps him in the barn. Which is why we've got this rope here, because he likes to let himself into the barn. And then just there, you can maybe see if I point just there, there's another horse, and that's Jazz. And these are Linda's horses, and they're just in the bottom paddock there, and she's got a big arena down at the bottom. And then this is her big barn, where you don't see very many horses because they're mostly out all the time, which is fantastic. All these horses are out, they're in herds, and they're lovely, and it's nice to be here. So we're going to go down, and we're going to go and have a little look at Melee. This horse here, I can't remember his name. He's just been brought in. They're going to do some things with this horse. He's only just brought in, so he's not been standing there all day. And for those of you who follow Linda Pirelli and they follow Courtney Crane, this is why we're here. We're teaching Courtney some hoof care. And this is her horse, Melee. Now, to some of you, he's quite a famous horse. In the Pirelli community, he's quite famous. And Courtney's obviously very well known. And, of course, Linda is very well known. And here we are. We've got loads of stuff that we've been playing with. We've got hoof boots. We've been to the farrier supplies this morning. And we got Courtney all the right tools that she needs. And Asher is currently teaching her, as you can see here, how to trim. That's exciting, isn't it? How to trim naturally, how to find the hard sole plane and make sure that the hoof care is beautifully balanced. So should we just go and have a look at what's going on? I don't know how much you can hear because the fans are on. Honestly, you have to have the fans on in this place because I sweat buckets. Right, here we go. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi. So here's Courtney. And here's Melee, and obviously there's Ash. How are you getting on, Courtney?
Good. It is really fascinating, a little harder than I thought, but I'm loving what I'm learning. Great.
And are you seeing the foot slightly different now?
Very different. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, because you're all about balance, balancing the horse, balance as a rider, balance as a human being.
Yep.
And now you're learning about what real balance means in the foot.
Yes. It's fascinating. And so important.
And so important.
So, yeah.
Incredibly important. Right, I'll leave you guys to it. You're right there, Ash, looking a bit hot.
I'm a bit sweaty.
Okay, I'll leave you guys to it.
It's not a good look.
That's not a good look. Welcome to Florida. Okay, so there you are. There she is. She stood in Ash's chaps. She's going to get herself some chaps, and she wants to learn this. Why do people want to learn it? Why do owners want to learn this thing? Because they want to keep their horses barefoot, and they want to protect them, keep them balanced, and above all, keep them sound and happy. Horses can be barefoot, of course they can, when we keep their feet balanced. That's what it's all about. All right, let's see some. We were laughing. Linda and I were laughing last night for dinner because we were talking about what it says on the tin, effectively what we do. And she said, I say natural horsemanship a lot, Mrs. Linda. And she said, and you say balanced feet a lot. That's what you're about. You're all about balance in the hooves, and that's obviously going to therefore balance the horse. And then we just had a good old laugh about what we're all about and how two lovely female figures in the equine world who, like to get out there and show the world what we can do and help the equestrians, the owners of the world. And both Linda and I were very similar in that respect. We want to help owners from the bottom up. We want to help owners understand how to keep health and happiness with their horses. And of course, that's why we're here. All right, so let's have a look at some of these comments. Sherry says hi. Anne says fabulous. Dee says hello. Michelle says howdy. Gail waves. Lisa says hi. Lovely Lindsay. Laura says hi. Sandra from Czech says hi. It's 1 a.m. in Czech. It's 1 a.m. Look how pink and hot I am. Anne said it's the foundation of everything. It really is. Gary's here. Good evening, pal. Good evening, mate. We'll be seeing you again tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to leave you now. Here I am. I'm spinning around in this beautiful place, in this beautiful area of Florida. Very, very hot. Actually, today, this morning, when we went out to the Farrier Supply shop, Courtney took us to Starbucks, but she also took us to the World Equestrian Centre. Oh my God. It's massive. If you've not heard about that, this is a World Equestrian Centre in Ocala in Florida. It is a massive estate. They've already got 2 hotels. The third one is being built. It's got countless barn areas like this. It has, I don't know how many indoor and outdoor arenas. It's got shops. It's got a vet. And it's being used for lots of high-end competition. And I suspect, actually, it won't be too long before the World Equestrian Centre is being used for the Olympics, I would think. It's an incredible place. This whole area is full. Oh, it was just equestrian, full of horses, full of people who are into horses. And it is a beautiful place. But it's damn hot. Susie says hello. Alex, good. Viv says good morning. Carol's here. Hi, Carol Colbert. Alex says hello, Lindsay Asher and Linda. Your hello. Susie says hello all. Sherry says, can I ask a question? Kind of off topic, but a bit of horsemanship. Linda's up in the house at the moment, and Courtney's busy, so I'll have to do my best. But if it's about feet, crack on. Ask your question. And get it up quick, because I'll be going offline in a moment. There we go. This is a side view of down the barn. You can see how green it is. And the back of Linda's property, up around the back, she's got a few woods. I think you can just see the start of the woods down there. That's a really lovely place for the horses to hang out to when it's incredibly hot, because it's quite shady and it's quite a sandy substrate as well. And then they have these paddocks at the back, And what they do is they often let the horses run around in between the paddocks because there's tracks where humans can walk, and it makes this natural track for the horses to run around. So really superb. Such a great place. I think Linda's been here now for about 4 years. I think that's correct. Oh, I nearly tripped on something there. Yeah, for about 4 years. Okay. Angie says hello. Hello, darling. Sherry says pedal osteitis, so pedal bone osteitis, so infections around the pedal bone. My horse has this. What do I do? So if your horse has that, Sherry, and something has been getting into the foot to cause infection, I'm going to sit down, to cause infection in and around that area. To be honest, the thing that you should be doing, obviously, is making sure that the feet are properly naturally balanced, that you haven't got big holes and big stretches in the white line. These come and cracks. These come from imbalance, which is why we get stretched. But right at this moment in time, you need to keep the foot super balanced, super clean. Don't go chasing it. Don't go picking it out. Talk to your vet if they think that it's serious enough that it needs antibiotics. But if your horse is, and if it's following up on continual abscessing and voids in the foot and issues to do with that, then again, you absolutely have to make sure that the feet remain balanced. If you need more help, then jump into the Phoenix group and we'll have a look. If you've got x-rays, that would be great. Let us know and we'll talk to you about it there. Karen says, not far north of you in North Carolina. It's much cooler. Is it? Can you see how wet I am? It's just tripping off me. He had many abscesses when I got him. Okay, so that indicates to me that he's probably got holes in his white line. If it depends where the abscesses are, but if his pedal bone is having issues, or really it's the dermis around the pedal bone that often gets infected because of these voids and these holes, and the pathogens get in under the bars, and the bar they get folded over and they trap dirt, and infection can get in that way too. All of it is pointing to making sure your horse has a perfectly naturally balanced foot. Now, Courtney, at the moment, she's learning about that. And the tendency is, when you're learning or when you're trimming, is to back off the hard sole plane. And that's not a good thing to do, because the hard sole plane, the true hard sole plane, is showing you true balance. But it is a thing that humans do. They feel, weirdly, that they feel they need to back off at the heel, and then they tend to take too much toe, or they take the right amount of toe but still back off at the heel. Rarely does it go the other way. And because of that, and then of course if they start taking too much toe, then you really are starting to enter into imbalanced territory, and that's a really big problem. The horses start to go footy and you start getting really big issues. So your horse has had imbalance. He's been having abscesses. He's probably got got stretch in the white line, and therefore holes and areas those microbes can get in. So post up in the group. Let us help you, and we'll go from there. All right then. Where are we? Thank you, says Sherry. Sherry, you're welcome, my darling. Laurie says hiya. Kathy Orlando says Long Island, New York here. Hello. He is a retired quarter horse racehorse. Well, it's probably that he's not really had great hoof care in the past, so that's the thing to start looking at first. Hello all from Canada, says Lydia. All right, I need to go. I'm shirking off from my duties here because I really should be down there helping Courtney. We've got to go in a moment. We've got 3/4 of an hour, and then we're being called in for dinner, and I'd really like to have a shower first before I sit there and stink the place out in Linda's. All right, okay, so I'll give you another quick look of Courtney and Melee. Here we I think we've just gone. Yep, there we are. We're back again. Say bye, guys. Bye. So they said goodbye. All right. Take it easy, and I'll see you again soon. All the best. Hopefully tomorrow. Take care now. Bye-bye.